We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at something new. It's not really new. So I've been talking about it in the blog a little bit, and the link for which is in the description below. So you can go there and kind of see. But throughout the life of the blog, I've been kind of fishing around for the perfect Mexican style sauce. And I found some I really liked, but nothing that has quite scratched that itch completely. So I thought, okay, so what I'm going to try to do is, I've never done this before, is I'm going to try to blend a sauce. So these are two that I really, really like. This is the Irazu Fire Roasted Habanero. This is the Plata Hot Fire Habanero. And there are videos for both of these if you care to check those out. I've got here a pint. It's a pint squeeze bottle. I believe it's from Good Cook. The nice thing about this is that it actually has the ounces just kind of measured here along the side. So I can get really precise with this. Often when I'm making stuff, what will happen is I'll make something and it'll be really good. And then try to remember exactly how I did it gets to be a touch elusive. So I've got here a 2-ounce shot glass, tasting spoon, I use these for paint stirrers when I paint like plastic models and stuff. But I don't know what this actually is supposed to be, a sandwich holder, toothpick or something. And then I've got, this is a half tablespoon. So I couldn't find the teaspoon. And one of the reasons I always choose white implements whenever possible is so that we have a good contrast so stuff can show up on camera. I know that some people like clear so you can see the level. I mean, obviously you can sort of see the level through here. Some people don't like plastic at all because they feel like it colors the taste. I don't find that to be the case. But I'm also, I guess, not trying to sell you those. And this one will actually hold more than some of the caviar tasters and stuff like that I've seen out there. I will say that there is a very slight plastic taste to this. To me, it's not really noticeable, and I don't ever eat sauce alone anyway. So, to me, that's not actually much of a bother. But I mean, I can see the point of some of the people out there that have some dissension with that. So, anyway, let's get the plastic off of these. So these are two completely brand new bottles. This is the Irazu Fire Roasted Habanero. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to start out with a ratio of 1:1. Okay, 1:1. And this is, again, with my two current favorite Mexican style sauces. I guess I'm going to need a napkin too. The Irazu Fire Roasted Habanero. And there is garlic in here as well. But I feel like the Mexican style sauces, you kind of need to have that in there. This has actually got some passion fruit and other stuff as well. But it basically is just nice fire roasted habanero. That is by far the dominant taste. There is a little bit of ghost pepper in there as well. Okay, so we've got that. Now the ratio I'm going to start with is 1:1. So, which is what I'm hoping will be the desired effect. So we're hoping for a 1:1. Hopefully that will work. This one the Plata is a great flavored sauce. It's just very fresh. So we got habaneros, and we've got a little bit of garlic, and we also have jalapeno in here. So this is a Plata Hot, Fire Hot. Again, if you want to see these in their individual videos and reviews, please feel free to do that. Now, I'm going to see, I'm just going to try to stir this up. The reason I got a 16-ounce squeeze bottle is so that 5 ounces, 5 ounces, depending on how much I actually consume, trying to get the proportions right. So then I can actually do 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 3 to 1, etc. I can do those more accurately. Now I don't have backup bottles of these either. So that is sort of a cause for nervousness, I would say, with me. Alright, we're going to call that stirred enough. And let's just get our spoon in there. Which has, somehow I got little shavings. I didn't even notice there's little shavings in there from the knife. Propane there, okay. That is almost exactly right. You get the smoky. The smokiness first, followed by the freshness. That's actually really good. So I think I'm not going to do anything else. I thought I might have to go 2 to 1 on the smoke, but I'm not going to need to do that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to save that. Wow, that is delicious. So what I thought about this Plata was, and if you guys saw the review, you'll have seen this. My feeling on the Plata was it was good, but it needed to have a little bit of smoke, a little bit of a fire element. That was as dead on the money as I've ever been about anything. All right, so let's. These are not always precisely filled, these bottles. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go right to 4 ounces. Here we go. Okay, there's 4 ounces right there. And then we're going to go to 8 ounces with the Plata. Right there. Okay, so we've still got. What's it? I mean, you can see there's still stuff in both of these bottles. So we're going to see how close this actually comes, because these are not identical bottles. Let's do this. Everybody out there is familiar with this, right? Get all that sauce out of there. Like everything else, we're paying a lot more for sauce these days. And yeah, definitely don't want to waste it if we can avoid that. Okay. So it seems like the Arazu, just from what I'm getting here, you see me do everything super precisely. Oops. Oh yeah, no, that is. Okay, so you see me do everything super precisely here, right? You see me measure the initial 1 to 1. You saw me measure 4 ounces to 4 ounces in the bottle. And so I don't know that they started off with an exact 5 ounces in each one. But his color is pretty. Okay, all right. So we're gonna try to figure out how much exactly we have left in here, which might defy us a little bit, but we're gonna try. All right. Let's get all that goodness. Okay. So I think we're just gonna start with the Plata, and so I actually have milliliters on here as well. Yeah, let's back that off. Open the cap without a gigantic mess. Okay, here we go. Got a little bit in the cap. We're gonna see if we can get that out too. All right, there's not that much left in there, so let's put that in there. And so we got about, I would say, according to this, about another 1/4 ounce, maybe. Alright, so let's do the arousal. Okay. So this one wound up being closer to, I would say probably another, maybe actually a full ounce left in there. Which is kind of interesting. Now, I'm not saying that anyone's underfilling. I think it's just, you get a little variation with stuff. Everything works like that, right? The part of the news that we see is the vaccines are working the same way. So stuff just comes in, and but I'm actually super thrilled that this is working as well as it does with a straight up 1-to-1 ratio. You know, so I don't have to keep multiple open bottles in my fridge. And that last little bit out of here. It might seem like overkill, me scraping that last bit out, but you just don't know how delicious this is. This is just stunning. So okay, so I'll add it to the side. Let's. I'm gonna clean up here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, and we got 2 sauces blended to make one super sort of Mexican style sauce. So it tastes really good. It's got a lot of promise just by itself. Now what we need to do is we need to try it on some food. And again, from Cedar Lane, sweet corn tamales. And I like these because they're both delicious and they have a really, really somewhat of a neutral taste. I really like these bottles. I will say this. These Good Cook bottles, this is nice. This is really cool. And because it's a squeeze bottle, this is why we do this, right? So I got to cut this nozzle a little bit because some of the chunks are not flowing through. So I'm gonna have to cut that a little. You can see I'm trying to squeeze it and it won't come out. Interesting. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about that for. I was hoping that the squeeze bottle would work, but this is really designed for smoother stuff like ketchups and so on. But it does seem like it seals pretty well. That's fine. That's just okay. Okay, so we'll just throw that in there. Alright. Really what I wanted it for was so that it would have enough room so I could agitate it. So I'm not upset at all that it would have been kind of cool if it had done that, but there are a lot of chunks in both of these, so that's not super surprising. Alright, let's dig in. Oh man. Let me show you how much is on there. I use it a little bit like you would use almost like an enchilada sauce, kind of. So the arousal by itself, despite also having some ghosties in there, does not have a lot of heat. The Pilata, oh man, this is so good. The Pilata punches that up really well. Really round, it's so good. It really rounds out the flavor extremely well. This is so good. Just really, what you got here is you got this outstanding fire roasted flavor of these habaneros, combined with the depth and a little bit of the freshness and a little bit of heat of this Palata Hot. And sometimes you put things together and they don't work. They're competing. These two together not only complement each other, but they also pick up the other's weakness. So making those two together into this one sauce here was just, I could not have wished for this to work any better. I would say I would like just a touch of chipotle in there, a little bit of smokiness, but this is just outstanding as it is. Two great sauces coming together to make one really, really great sauce. And I might the Jersey Barn Fire had a smoked version of something that I think it was something with a ghost pepper that I liked. I might try to put a little bit in there and continue experimenting, but that is pretty low on the priority list. Definitely need to pick up 2 more bottles of this though, because this is always going to be on hand. This is just one of it's definitely the best sauce I've had this year. I'll put it that way. It's early in the year, but this blend is just it is now my standby Mexican sauce. The search is over. I can finally quit looking at all those other sauces. I'm beyond thrilled with this. So, but there it is, the custom blend. And you saw me open the bottles. I hadn't tried this beforehand. This was all live in front of your eyes. But there it is, the custom blend of my new standby Mexican style sauce. Search is over. It's all done. The Palata Hot Fire Habanero, the Arazio Fire Roasted Habanero. Together is one fantastic sauce. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.